Previously, on the secrets of Neros, four brave souls find themselves in a struggle against the cult of Eldeath, who have rapidly gained influence over the town of Kron. The party didn't engage the cult at first, and tried to stick to their own business. However, over time, they noticed that tieflings and warlocks were being executed in the streets with alarming frequency. Whilst on a job to Hogswine, the party were tasked with exercising spirits for the Bradigan Fallen estate. During their investigation, the party discovered some handwritten accounts of a half-elf named Velen, a travelling merchant who appeared to be a dear friend and held in high regard by the family butler. Although after discovering that the apparitions were the Forlanes themselves, this rosy notion was brought into question and then dispelled entirely after the party were exposed to a harrowing vision. Through the rage-filled eyes of a helpless father, the party saw Velen in Eldeath robes slit the throats of his former friends, with almost no hesitation. After witnessing this morbid spectacle, the party vowed revenge and learned that Velen now operates a successful business in Kron, and thus they journeyed home, only to find that the cult's crusade had gained significant momentum. With the situation growing ever more dire, the party attended an Eldeath service in which an initiate to the Inner Circle executed a young tiefling child. Enraged, the party resolved to take action and infiltrated an eerie dungeon via a nearby portal. The party discovered several prisoners who were not more than husks, but found the strength to push onward to find the man who was the cause of all the suffering, and then at last, Velen stood before them. The party proceeded to attack Velen, as the cleric summoned a myriad of creatures to stymie the party's efforts. Unfortunately, Velen managed to escape using an enchanted stone circle at the battle's climax, leaving the party incensed. Our heroes then followed and were presented with a vision of a flag depicting a lion with a red mane, and thus our story continues as we learn the secrets of Neros.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Not Intrepid Adventurers anymore?
Not really. For some reason, my Twitch overlay has messed up a little bit, so let me just try and fix that. And whilst I do that, take it away, Doom.
Okie dokie. Hi, everybody. Long time no see.
Hi. I mean, to be fair, if you're watching this on YouTube, then it seems like no time has passed at all. However, for us, it has been longer. A lot longer. About a month since the last Neros session. There's been other stuff in the meantime. But yeah, it has been a while. So welcome once again, everyone, and I hope you're all doing well.
A general bit of a retcon from the previous session. We have changed one item in the loot. Simeon no longer has the falchion. Given the falchion is not in 5e, we instead gave you a sword. Which sword was it again?
Vicious longsword.
That's the one.
Sword.
So yes, he can now swing that around as his little gift. Aren't I so nice?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm really humble.
to be fair, we needed a win after last time, in which literally nothing at all went in our favour. I mean, I argue that we've seen worse things happen in other campaigns, but yeah, last time was quite the doozy.
Been made even worse because of how long it's been since that last session.
Oh god, yeah, I mean, of all of the sessions to cliffhanger us on, because none of us anticipated it was going to be anything like that long.
Fun times.
Fun times.
Right. So, you each step through the portal. You've all seen the same little vision of the flag, which is yellow with a red line mane. Simeon, in particular, you saw a brief vision of another place. To remind you what it was a large open chasmous area. In the center of this area, there was a single pillar rising up into the sky. You saw movement briefly at the base of it, but as you try to actually look down at it, your vision shifts, and you continue to be teleported. Can anybody remember the order in which teleportation happened?
I think Nigrax was second.
I definitely know I was last.
Okay then.
Yeah, you're asking a question now, Doom. You should have asked me to look through the VOD.
I shoulda, woulda, coulda.
And you could have looked through the VOD as well. You have access now, remember?
Could have, but I Didn't.
You didn't. You just thought to ask everyone else.
Well, you know what?
Delegating like a good DM does. Ooh, eerie music. I like how
start
that
off.
response. Oh, I'm sorry.
We start off with Flint. You suddenly appear in a heavily forested area. The trees stretch up to the sky, very high, higher than you've seen before. There are vines stretching across them. There's foliage all around you, and the light is fading rapidly. As you
Can I tell if we're still in the same realm? Or are we somewhere else completely?
You have no way of telling. There's no obvious signs, and you can't really see the sky that well at all. You just get glimpses of it
No.
through the trees.
Okay.
Do you do anything?
I look around for my party members. See if they followed me
Okay,
through.
Nagrax now appears quite close by to you. As he appears, again, the light is fading quicker and quicker.
Okay, as Nigrax comes through the portal, he'll look around his Flint
Made
next to
it.
me. Oh, I need to switch back to that screen. Apologies. Yeah, I look around. Do I see Flint, Doom?
You'll see him, yes.
Right, okay, Nigrax will just ask, Flint, are you alright? Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I can't tell, but that's fading fast. We should. Did the others follow you?
I assume so. The incantation seems simple enough, but we probably need to get somewhere a little bit less exposed. Is there anywhere that
As you
looks
say
more...
this-
Oh, sorry, go on.
Simeon appears. He drops down a little bit further than you guys. Seems to have appeared higher randomly. As he appears, the light is now near enough gone. Darkness is starting to scratch from every shadow.
Oof.
Where are we?
I don't know, but I don't think we're in a place like we were before. Something doesn't feel right.
As you say that, Finian now appears right in the middle of you all. The light is now completely gone, and you are just simply cast in darkness.
Right, okay, so seeing that everything is now cast in darkness, I think Nagrax is going to cast light cantrip on his own armor, just
Okay,
to
then.
try and throw out some light. Does it make a difference?
Yes, you are now able to see around you better than you previously were. So you're the only source of light as far as you can tell.
It's a 20-foot radius of dim light and... Yeah. So a bright light for 20 foot and then dim light for an additional 20
I
foot.
did actually forget to change some of the stats on this. Is meant to be doubled. Bear me a second. Cell distance is 10.
How close is this foliage?
It is basically surrounding you.
Do I
At
have to,
foot
like,
level.
do I have to wade through anything?
Yeah,
I was gonna crack open a torch. But maybe
you
that's
do
not
need
a
to
good
wade
idea.
through things.
Okay, that's not a good idea then.
Though in Nargrex's lights, you don't necessarily need it anyway.
Yeah, I was just doing that because I had the feeling that something might ambush us as soon as the light went out.
Mm.
Okay, did you want to describe something else, Stu?
It's now down to you guys.
Okay, down to us. Right, so I'll turn to the... Oh, sorry. Nagrax will turn to the other three and say, we need to get somewhere a little bit less exposed in here. It's dark and, well... If we get separated, this could be rather problematic, and with that, he's going to start advancing in this direction.
Okay.
I'll find us somewhere to set up camp.
So I will walk with Simeon.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay then. As you guys begin to advance, the foliage still seems quite thick, but you enter into a slightly more open area here.
Doom, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Would this be considered difficult terrain if we got into combat here?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make a note of that.
Remind me what that does? Half movement?
Basically, yeah. Takes double movement to get through, I think. Top of my head.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Nagrax is going to just keep going in this direction. He's probably going to follow what looks like to be a path here.
As you start to head in this direction, you start to notice a dirt road.
Mhm.
It seems to be moderately walked.
Okay.
Can I see if there are any fresh tracks or like wheel
Roll
tracks,
survival.
whatever, see if there's anything recent?
Actually,
survival.
before you do that, I'm going to cast guidance on you.
He's
Well,
already rolled
that
it.
helped.
You can-
Okay, you see
It's
pretty
dark.
much nothing. It's too dark. We'll make a dex save.
Me?
Yep.
Good.
Beat a 13.
I didn't.
Okie dokie.
Can I add +2 to that? Because I've got my shield out.
Nope.
It's part of the shield master feat, I think.
Doesn't
that
he always
applies
doesn't he
here?
already have it? Always have it on his buckler?
Fair enough if you always have it. Okay, then you save. So the attack misses you.
Let me look at exactly what that does. Add my shield's AC bonus to any dex saving throw against a
Fair
foe
enough.
that target only you. You can decide whether this applies or not.
It says effect.
Yeah. I imagine if it's like a spell.
I suppose it's more along the lines of something like a fireball. Possibly. I'm going to allow it. Sorry.
Doom, can
Just
I
for the sake of it, I'll allow it.
point out something
Go
really
ahead.
quickly? With the guidance, he can add the +4 before after he makes the roll.
Oh shit, yeah, I got guidance on me for dex. Okay. for
Well,
dex save.
well, I mean,
Yep.
Doom was saying that you couldn't do it because I did it sort of as
Because
you
you
were
said
doing the
so
roll.
after he's done the roll.
Yeah, I just couldn't get there in time. Okay.
Otherwise, you're always behind guidance for everything.
Yeah, this is true, and you didn't want me doing that in this occasion, I'm guessing.
No, I didn't. But he saves anyway. Okay. There is a small feathered raptor in front of you. It lunged at you and it missed. You step back just in time. It clicks its teeth at you. Looks at you. How do you react?
I'm gonna slash my axe down on this fucker.
Yeah, then make an attack roll. Let me just go and grab some.
What's
Oh. I'm
Okay.
going to try and tame it as well.
And we got a +9 now.
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
+9, but you know, still.
Doom, I would
Okay.
like to make an attack after, just to let you know.
Okay, just 1 second first. Okay, so you swing your axe down, and it gets caught in some vines above your head, and it gets pulled out your grip as a result. So now, Grex, make your attack roll.
Okay, I'm going to make an attack with my mace. Okay, 22 hit.
Okay, yeah, that does hit.
Okay. 6.
Okay, you slap it across the face, and it suddenly steps back, and as it does, 3 more come charging out the bushes beside
Yeah,
you.
I thought they would be.
Yeah.
And roll initiative.
Oh, well, we actually get to roll initiative in this campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, where's your
Well,
program?
Well, I don't have
Well.
Excel. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, I actually did better than somebody.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I can't remember the last time I rolled over a fucking 10. For my
Yeah,
initiative.
this is the best initiative roll I've had in a while.
well, it was nice knowing you guys.
I mean, it's
So I
like,
hope everyone remembers the HP, by the way.
look at the stream. I've already got it
I
up.
do. I'm doing real good.
We're pretty beat up.
I'm out of action surge and second wind too.
Okay.
Actually, I gotta do Finian. What am I doing?
Yeah, I mean, Finian's just kind of staring at the trees.
Oh, shit.
He's not Gwen.
Yes, these are actual Velociraptors. Finian also on 8. That was tied with Nagra. No, it was in between, actually.
They've
Yes.
actually got feathers. Hey, scientifically accurate.
Yeah, it's my
Can
dino. Give me a break.
Looks at
I would have attempted
looks
to.
at my blue-skinned Azamar. I think I disagree.
Alright, so one of the raptors is going to go first, and it's actually going to be one of the back rear ones. So, let me have a little look as an attack buff. Oh, right, this also gets advantage as well.
Of
Oh.
course he does.
Of course it does.
That sounds
It's
like
good.
pack tactics to me.
It's a +5 to hit. It's going to make an attack against you, Mr. Flint.
Of course he is.
Plenty boy. Oh,
Wow.
oh, wow.
Okie dokie, so that will hit.
No, it won't.
Okay then.
Shield.
Yeah, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Nah, shield won't even cover it. But yes, they do hit.
So you take 4 slashing damage.
Ouch, kibble.
Okie dokie, now it's Nagrax's turn.
Okay, how much damage did he just take, sorry?
4.
4 damage. Let me just update that. Okay, cool. I think Nagrax looking over to Simeon, seeing that he's still pretty badly beat up from the last encounter, is going to do. In fact, is he? Yeah, he's pretty much next to him. Would you say he's in touching distance here, Doom?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We were walking together.
Right, I'm going to do a level 1 cure wounds on him.
Okie dokie.
Okay, heals for 8.
What are these rolls?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Well, at least it's 8.
it's something. Right.
Anything else?
What were we talking about, like with the 2 weapon master? Did you say that you can't do it with maces?
Yeah, you can't do it with maces
You
now.
can't do it with
sadly.
maces. That is very unfortunate for me.
It needs to specifically have the light property. If it doesn't have any properties, it still doesn't cast as having a light property.
Okay, cool. Unfortunately, that is all I can do for the time being.
Just gonna
In fact,
available
what I will
spec.
do just before I end my turn is that I'm going to just move up to here, and
Okey-dokey.
then I'll end.
I just realised I did not drag Finian along. Whoops. He's going to be right there.
You know, just chilling back there.
He
It's
just does a bunch of somersaults over the treetops.
I'm here! I'm here. Okay. Now we've got another raptor going. Now going to be this one over here. And it is going to just simply go for another bite against Mr. Simeon.
Simeon.
Wrong one. Simeon.
Okay then.
Simeone.
that will hit because my AC is not 20 right now.
Yep, because it's lost 2, hasn't it?
I think it's 18 right now.
And this one was a bite, sorry.
So bringing out roll damage.
Still +3.
Oh, cool. Thanks for that cure wounds, bro.
How much
That's
did you
8
lose?
piercing damage.
You lost it. Oh, God's sake. Wait, do you resist piercing, Simeon?
Shit, yes, I do. Reduce that by 3, sir.
So that-
Ooh.
So that'd be 5 on it, yeah. There you go. So yeah, it still helped.
Thanks.
Okay, it's now going to be Finion's turn. And he is going to... Yep. Sod it. He's going to go right there. He's going to start punching. Attack 1. Attack 2. Attack 3. Oh, that was 4 attacks, sorry. Ignore the last one.
I'd rather ignore that 9.
Yeah, so would I, but hey ho. Does it actually hit? So only one of them hits, only the first one. Okie dokie. So it's going to be the one that's right there. And that does 10 bludgeoning damage, okay?
Oof.
He hits it straight on her nose and it backs up a step,
Oops.
suddenly dazed. And now it's Simeon's turn.
Alright, what would it take to wrench my axe free of the vines overhead?
It's going to take a strength check and it's going to take up your action.
My entire action? Because
It's
I
sort
get
of a bonus action.
2 attacks these days. Well,
Mhm.
that counts as 1 action, though, doesn't
It does, yes.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna forget about it, leave it up there, and draw my sword
Okie dokie.
and go swinging.
Swing away.
15.
That does hit.
Oh, shall I just roll my second hit as well? Actually, I'll
No,
action first.
don't in case you kill it.
Yeah. 6 damage.
Let me just double check the health. You slash it straight across the face, and you end up essentially plucking out one of its eyes, and it is very badly hurt.
Ooh.
Damn.
Alright, I'll try and finish it off.
Okie dokie.
16.
That does hit. You are right, sever the head on the one that you're facing.
Awesome. I'm gonna immediately turn towards my comrades, and I'm gonna try and move here, if that's allowed, next to Flint. Step up by.
Yeah, that would have been about 30-ish, or 25, one or the other.
Yeah, I'll step up beside him.
Because we are also on a dirt path at the moment, so I'm not sure if the
Yeah,
path
that
would be
would've been fine.
difficult. And yeah.
No, there's nothing else I can do right now. So I end my turn there.
Okie dokie. Now it's going to be 2 other raptors. First one is going to move around to your side. That is going to make another bite against you.
Bring it on.
Huzzah!
I ain't gonna do it, son.
Okay, it looks very pissed off. But it's also in 5 feet, so again.
That also ain't gonna do it, son.
Right? It does not do it then. Okay, so now it's the other raptor's turn. It's going to attack Finian. And it's also in 5 feet, so boop. It does not hit. Okay. Now that is finally Langrus's turn.
Okay.
No, that's Flint's turn.
Oh no.
How many can I get within a 15-foot cone?
You would have to move a lot, and it involved moving out of range of one of them. Max you could get was 2 based on the spacing. Actually, I'm saying they group together, but you probably could get all 3. I'd allow it.
No, right then.
But you'd have to put yourself in a position to do so, which would involve moving out of range.
Am I still in the attack square of...
Yeah, you're
Flint
diagonal
and-
from the middle one. That is the one that Finian attacked.
No, alrighty then. I would like to cast Firebolt at the one directly in front of me.
Okie dokie. I'm assuming you mean the one in the middle?
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead. Make your attack.
That is a 14.
And 14 hits. Roll the damage.
Five.
You set its feathers on fire and it screams as it dies.
Alrighty then, I shall end my turn.
Okay then, now that's back to the top of the turn order, which was that raptor. So it's now Nagrax.
Okay. He is going to make an attack with his mace on that one in front of him.
Okie dokie.
Okay. 15
does it.
will hit. Yep. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you smack it in the side of the jaw and you knock out several of its teeth.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is all he can do for now.
Okay. Now it is. Did I do the raptor first or Finian first? I can't remember. think I did.
If only you had a turn-keeping
I'm not-
tool.
Yeah, I would imagine that Finian would probably have a higher dex. Honestly.
Yeah, do Finian first. Okay, so Finian is going to strike out at the one right in front of him. With at least 2 of his strikes. Both of those definitely hit. Okay, he outright slaughters the one in front of him, breaking its jaw into tiny pieces. He's then going to use his movement to run around to the last one. And he's going to use his last attack. That also hits. And does 9 damage.
Nice.
So he smacks it in the back of the head, and it stumbles forward, starting to look a little bit dazed. And now I've killed the one that was going to go next. So it's Simeon's turn.
Slice, slice.
Slash.
Is it? Am I considering flanking it? By chance?
We haven't really
no.
been using flanking rules, so have we so far?
We haven't really, no.
Cool. So no advantage for me.
No. I might start using them at some point in the future. That definitely hurts.
Yeah, we'll probably talk
25
about
and
that after the session.
25 and a 13 for my attacks.
And the 13 even hits.
Oh no.
Finish it.
10. Oh hell yeah! All right. As Finian hits it, it looks at him. I'm gonna grab it by the head. Just slice that fucker right off.
Well, congratulations, you now have a raptor head. As his body tumbles to the ground.
Man, these are strange beasts. Is everyone okay?
Yes.
Fine.
Yes, I think we're fine. Unfortunately, I can't really help to revitalize you at the moment. That battle took quite a lot out of me.
It took a lot out of all of us.
The one before
do not
this.
worry.
We need to continue down this dirt path. It's probably our best chance of finding shelter.
Before we go anywhere, I'm gonna walk up to the vines and just slash them down, get my hex back.
Fair enough. I'd say, given that you're out of combat, you just outright managed to do it.
Sweet.
You're not going to lose to the vines forever.
Welcome back.
Just kind of
Does
keeps
anyone have
falling
a-
through his fingers.
Does anyone have a spare dagger I could use? I lost my quarterstaff in the previous fight.
Oh.
Uh,
Of course. I have a new weapon. I have no need for this one right now. I could give you my short sword. I ain't using it.
I don't have proficiency with it, so I'd rather just use a dagger if you've got one.
Don't have a dagger to give you, sorry, but
I'll just quickly
Grax
check
does not
for you.
either, I'm sorry.
Frank, I don't
Actually,
suppose you get one?
He barfs. Well, not barfs, but sorry.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
we've been
Frank!
feeding all of the daggers to Frank, haven't we?
Yeah.
Actually, can you use maces?
No.
Okay.
Technically can use any weapon. Just
You know
No,
what?
but I mean,
doesn't get the proficiency bonus.
Flint, roll an investigation check.
Do
Investigation.
raptors have a dagger?
22.
Oh, you can use a raptor claw as a dagger.
You find a neat stick.
A what?
A neat stick
Uh,
that you can poke people with.
I was just thinking
pointed
if you sort of searched it up on D&D Beyond, it would be like a rare magic item.
stick.
Also, yeah, if you want to try and harvest from them, I'll give you advantage on harvesting, giving you investigation just then.
Right, maybe I could use these claws as daggers. I'd like to harvest one.
Wait, before you do
Okay.
that, I'm going to cast guidance on you.
Okay.
For that, I will have you roll. Survival will probably be the best one for that.
16.
And you can add
Okay,
a
yeah,
plus
I'll
4 to
say
that.
that you managed to get oh, actually +4 actually.
Oh, add my +4.
Oh, it's just a 1d4 specifically.
I know. And I got a 1.
Okay.
All right,
17.
17. I'm going to say that you managed to basically pull out several of the curved claws from the feet of the raptors. I'm going to say 3.
Oh.
Not one by itself doesn't really seem like it's enough to be much of a knife, but
No.
if you hold all 3 in your hand, I'll give you a d6 slashing.
Okay then. So I'm like Wolverine with raptor claws.
Dude.
Basically.
Wolverine claws?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Woof. Yep.
Careful using them though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step over the body of one and we'll just give it a look over. I've had my fair share of time in the wilds. I do not recognize a creature like this.
Could I try and gaze up at the stars to determine where we are?
Given you're in the open there, go ahead. I'm
Okay.
going to say just roll straight intelligence.
13.
Okay, 13. As you look up into the sky, You see pinpricks of light dotted around here and there, occasionally glancing through the trees. You don't really recognize the formations of the stars.
I don't know these constellations.
As Nigrax hears you say that, Flint, he's going to say, it's very possible that we might not even be in the same plane of existence as you said earlier. We should really just keep moving along this path. There's no guarantee that we're going to find civilization as we know it, but we need somewhere to rest. We can't win this battle of attrition.
Agreed.
Everyone stay on guard. Weapons out.
It's like
Going to go this way.
Okie Right, as you start heading down, roll perception checks for both of you.
Alright.
who's roll perception.
Simeon and Nagrax.
Mm. While they're doing that, will I have to add the raptor claw as a custom item?
Yeah, you will. Nagrax, you can see a large shadow in front of you.
Right, okay, as I see that, I'm going to stop Simeon and just get us to hide behind the nearest tree. Just so it doesn't notice us.
Put out your light.
Yeah, I can dispel that at will, so I'll do so.
Right. As you do that, it doesn't seem to move, but you hear breathing.
Bear in mind I do have dark vision, so I should be able to see up to 60 feet, so I should be able to see that.
Show me how far 60 feet goes. By the
Oh,
way.
apologies.
Okie dokie.
To there.
It's a big token.
Yeah, it
I
is.
like it. Oh
Wow.
no. Oh no.
Wow.
Next.
You know what, Doom? This is where I was expecting this session to go today, but at the same time, this is totally something I expected from you at some point.
Where's Pete Hasselford and his dark gun? We need him. Fuck.
Right.
Can
Okay.
we try and
so
tame the T-Rex?
Given you have dark vision, you can see that it's huddled against the floor and it's asleep.
it's asleep. Right. Okay. So in that case, Nagrax will just move very surreptitiously towards Simeon and just go some sort of giant. Would I actually know what a T-Rex is, by the way?
I'm going to say no. The most likely person to know what it would be Simeon.
Fair enough. There seems
What
to be
on
some
earth
sort
is
of
this beast?
there's some sort of giant lizard over there. It appears to be asleep, but I think we should probably go the other way. We don't really want to risk waking that thing. It's probably a little bit too much for us to handle even at our best.
Agreed. Lead the way. You can see in the dark. I cannot. Let's go now.
Right. Nigrax is going to move very slowly up this way. If Simeon...
Given
Oh, sorry, go on.
Simeon can't see in the dark, I'll just say do one stealth check with
I'd like
disadvantage
to-
for Simeon.
Keep my hand on his shoulder as we're walking.
I'll just let you do a general stealth check. You don't need to do disadvantage then in that case.
Okay, so both of us do a stealth check?
No, just Simeon,
Just Simeon, okay.
specifically because he can't see.
I automatically roll with disadvantage because my.
I'll just let you take whatever the first roll is considered from the roll.
That's a 15. Then.
15, yeah.
Can I use my proficiency
15, you'll be
bonus with
fine.
these raptor claws, by the way?
No, you may not. You're not proficient with
Are you proficient
figure
with
weapons.
Fine art of the raptor claw.
Right. Okay, so doing what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back to here. Or, sorry, Nagrax is going to walk back to there. He's going to speak in a hushed tone and warn Finian and Flint that there is a large creature over this way.
Okay.
And then he will recast light on his armor.
Yeah. I'm just like tying these raptor claws around my offhand with a piece of vine as he's coming towards me.
Okay, so seeing this, Nigrax will turn to Finian and say, Finian, it might be better for you to take point, considering that, well, I'm a light bulb, and Simeon doesn't really seem to move elegantly in his armor.
I'm not sure what a light bulb is, but okay.
I'm not built for sneaking. I'm built for battle.
Oh, it's just what people have called me in the past. I didn't realize it wasn't a common term.
Ian starts to move to the north. Let's get that political reveal.
I'm moving just behind Finian.
Has Flint noticed us moving away?
Well, I mean, I told
Oh, yeah.
them to move this way.
I am sorry, I'm just adding this custom item.
I know you said you were busy like wrapping it around your hand. I'm like, is he not paying
Yeah.
attention? Shit.
As you guys move to the north a little bit, you start to see a brief bit of light to the west from higher up, almost as if it's from like high in the tree line.
Fine, tree line. Can I roll? Can I use guidance and roll a perception check to see if I can get a better idea of what the source of this light is or what is emitting it?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Perception, and I also add.
You think you see
1d4
brick?
roll. Brick. Okay. Once again, in a hushed tone, Nargrax will say to the party, "There seems to be some sort of man-made structure to the west. It may be worth investigating."
I just nod.
Okay.
Okay, do you move in that direction?
I motioned. I kind of point in the direction I saw the lights of Finian and have him lead.
Okay then. You guys make your way up through the foliage. You come out into a clearing. There seems to be a disused campsite just to the east of a large stone tower that stretches up into the trees and has a light at the top of it.
Okay. Right. Okay. As we get to the base of the tower, I'm just going. Oh, sorry. Nagos is going to move around to the entrance and is just going to try and push the door, see if it gives.
Okay, you push the door, and it does give.
It does give. Okay. As the door
What does it
gives,
give him?
entry.
Okay then.
Nagrax will turn to the others and say, "Come on. In here, this structure appears to be open." And with that, I will gingerly step inside.
Okay then. I don't have a map for this bit because it doesn't really seem like it'd be worth a map.
Okay.
So you enter the tower, and it generally seems to be an old stone structure with a wooden staircase immediately leading straight up. Otherwise, there is nothing on this floor.
Okay. Nagrax will say to the others, "I'll go further up and see if there's anyone else with us in this tower. If not, this may be a good location to rest our heads for the moment."
I'm going to immediately look around to see if there's anything I can bar the door with.
Well, you look around and there's nothing here at all. There's a few leaves, that's about it. They got blown in.
Seeing Simeon look around for something, Nagrax will say, "I'll see if there's anything further up the tower that we can use to better defend this position."
I'll stay down here.
I'll follow.
There's no one
Nargrax.
it's safe.
So are you following me up, did you say, Flint?
Yeah.
Okay. I wait for Flint to catch up to me and then I proceed up the tower again, moving quietly, as I suspect someone else might be here.
Okay. You make your way up the tower. The staircase spirals around and around as you climb. The stairs are somewhat. They feel like they're quite solid, but you can hear them creak with each step. As you get to the top, you can see the light start to come brighter and brighter until you enter into a large open, well, not a room, but kind of a watchtower area. It's quite spacious, and as you look around, the only things you see of note are a chest, a body that's missing an arm with blood beside it, and a stick basically that's glowing a bright white light.
Okay, first thing, Nagrax will go over to the body. He wants to inspect the wound to see, because I assume out of character it's blood loss, but I want to roll a medicine check to see what the cause of death was, if they're dead.
Okay, go ahead.
And again, I'm giving myself guidance to this because this seems quite important. Okay, 24.
At 20.
Oof.
He's dead. He died from blood loss. There is a ragged tear marks where his arm was.
Do I get any impression of what made the wound with a nat 20?
Looking at, you would say teeth, and you notice that the blood generally seems to point in a direction towards the chest. Given you got a nat 20, I'll allow that.
Right. I think Nagrax will sort of like, if he sees Flint moving towards the direction of the chest, he will hold his hand up.
I'm more interested in the glowing stick.
I would probably keep away from the chest, Flint. He might be like our friend Frank here, but less friendly.
Hmm.
Okay,
Can
sorry, go on.
Can I investigate the glowing stick?
Sure, roll investigation.
For
It's a stick that had a light cast on it. Just the concentration remained.
oh,
That's interesting, actually.
I'll tell. No, looks like this stick has cast light. Had light cast upon it.
Now, considering that I have this spell myself, Doom, would I know roughly how long after someone dies that this would last?
Yeah, you'd normally think that it would be quite quick after after the person died, that it would fade.
Does the blood
Well-
also look fresh?
Yeah, we're giving you a nat 20, I'll say yes.
Right, okay, so in that case, Nagrax will say to Flint, as I said, Flint, this stick seems to have the same spellcast on it that I use on my armor. And usually this wears off pretty quickly after the target, well, expires. I would say that this man died recently, and this chest is probably the likely cause of death.
Maybe we should get Frank up here, see if he can tell us if this is truly a mimic.
Yes, I think it would probably be a good idea to confirm our suspicions, but I'd like to just take another look around this floor first. Doom, does Nagrax see anything immediately in the vicinity that could be used to bar the door? Like, how big is the chest, for example?
The chest, as it stands right now, is about
It would be getting the chest down, obviously, I realise.
4
if that
feet
was
by 2 feet.
4 feet by 2 feet. Okay. Any other objects that we could use?
No, generally it is quite barren other than the actual body, the stick, and the chest. That's
So,
about all you can see up here, basically. It's just a large empty area.
literally nothing else here.
How
Okay.
big is the stick?
There are no general proper walls to the space that you're in either. There are sort of
It's kind of like an
pillars in
open
the corners,
yeah.
and there is a roof on top, but there's not even any walls you can pull bricks out of or anything like that, for instance.
Okay. In that case,
How big is
oh,
the
sorry, go on.
stick?
I'll say 3 foot.
You thought.
Nagrax
How big are
will...
quarterstaffs?
I'd have to check.
6 to 9 feet, says Google.
So an 8 staff?
9 feet? Jesus Christ.
Where's the stick?
Oh, okay then.
Fucking quarterstaff is 6 feet long. What?
Wow.
That seems like a lie.
Carry on.
Nagrax will say to Flint, Flint, go and get Simeon. I believe that he's holding on to Frank for the moment, is he not?
Yes, I'll go fetch him.
Right. Nagrax will wait upstairs just because, given how heavy he is, he doesn't want to risk the stairs being put under a lot of pressure.
I'll sneak down.
Okay.
Simeon, can we borrow Frank? We believe we may have found a mimic upstairs, but we just need his confirmation.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, he opens
Yeah.
on the chest. Ugh, God. Why me? Just
So
poke him
the-
with a stick or something. You'll be fine, maybe.
I mean, if we die here, Frank, how will you get back?
I can walk.
Nice to see you have
Right.
some sentiment for us, Frank.
Yes.
Hey, I told you this when we started.
I thought we'd become battle buddies at the very least.
Have you seen me battle yet?
You showed no compassion, sir. No, I have not, and I would like to see that.
Not today. His eye shuts.
Oof.
God damn it.
Right, I'll sneak back up and upstairs then. Frank says, poke him with a stick.
Guess I'll come with.
Um,
That stick on the floor.
yeah,
that-
Nagrax just looks to the body and looks at the stick, and he just says, he tilts his head slightly and just says, "It didn't really seem to work out very well for the last person who tried it."
What is this commotion? Who is this?
I believe
Looking
that
at the body.
we don't know, but we suspect that given, well,
Did you kill him?
No.
The wound is fresh.
no, please, Simeon, allow me to explain. I inspected the man, and it would seem that he died from blood loss from a bite. There's also the glowing stick, which is, well, made
Glowing.
using the same spell that I would use to light up my armor. So he was killed recently, basically, and we suspect that this chest over here is a creature like Frank.
I'll pick up the stick and hover it near the chest to see if I can see any blood around it.
I
Okay.
just actually do before you say anything. I just want to have a reaction ready that if I see the mimic attack, I want to shove Simeon away.
Okie dokie. As you bring the stick closer to the chest, you notice around the rim where the chest would open up, there is indeed blood. As you're looking a little bit closer, you start to see drool as well. And then,
Right.
where the lock is, an eye opens. Make a dex save with advantage.
Yeah, because I was going to shove him.
Let's be 13. Oh, fuck.
Oh, really? That is
Okay.
so unfortunate.
So,
Might be.
actually, no, with the plus 2, you'll be alright. Just.
It's
Forget
actually,
about that.
that was going off my old shield. My bad. My shield's AC these days is 3, so it adds a +3.
Fair enough.
I was
Either way, then.
thinking of the old shield.
You do save then.
Think you might be. Oh God!
It chomps at you, and then suddenly arms and legs sprout out of it. And roll initiative again.
God damn it, why couldn't you just
One.
take my word for it?
Fuck this initiative roll.
Damn.
Hold on.
Nagrax
Surprise at
is,
the moment,
is
Nagrax.
done. He's just done at the moment.
Look, out of character, I knew it was a mimic. But
I-
in character,
yeah.
I know.
That's the right way to play.
I mean, that's why I just didn't instantly go, yep, mimic, don't touch it. I was just, the only reason I even suspect is because we know Frank. That's literally the only reason.
So yeah, let's check some there. Okay, so +1.
Well, it's better than my last initiative.
He's still going last though.
Hmm.
Ouch. So that's Finian, then
What's your dex, Zach?
11.
Oh, same.
what's Simeon? Oh, Simeon's 7, is he? So I'm assuming you got a higher dex then, Sim?
We both got 11. You can dice off for it if you like.
Right. Up to you guys, unless you want to pick.
I rolled a d20.
Right, roll a d10 20 then, Zach.
If you get higher, you go first. Or lower. Yeah.
19.
Alright.
Okay.
So I got last. Hooray!
Why can't I roll that for my initiative?
Because the
Because-
initiative rolled the curse.
Okay, okay. So I'll remove your characters around just a little bit to be a bit more representative. Given you push Simeon out of the way, I'll stick him there. I'll say Flint's there and Finion's
I think it's
there.
actually quite appropriate that I'm going first, considering I was...
Okay, okay. Nagrax, open it up.
Right. Doom, actually, another question. How heavy is this mimic?
You wouldn't know looking at it.
Yeah, it could be like Frank where they could change the weight. Okay, I'm going to kind of swing into the side of the mimic. I'm trying to avoid its mouth with my mace. Don't know if that makes a difference, but that's what I'm doing.
Okie dokie.
Is it 14 hit?
Pull it into character sheets. 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
Was that 14? Sorry.
Yes.
That does hit. Yes. I'm sticking with the same AC.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I forgot to add my 1d4 poison damage last fight for this mace.
Okie dokie.
So that is 6 bludgeoning. It's, 2 poison.
Okie dokie.
Right, and that is...
So you smack it and it grumbles at you.
That is all she wrote for the time being. So, I have my turn.
Oaksy doksies. Trying to decide a few things. Okay. So Finian, seeing this chest, is just going to simply punch it a few times again.
Hopefully it doesn't... Oh, wow.
Nice, Finian.
Nice. Really
Let's see that
nice.
answer, yep. Ah,
26,
Okay.
27, 23. He's even more done than Nargrax is.
yes, he is. Yes, he is. So he's just gonna do a little bit of damage.
A little bit of damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow! Wow!
Okay.
He
Wasn't
really hit.
expecting that. He doesn't like mimics, apparently.
Wow.
Frank
Frank-
shouts up, "Take it easy, lad."
Nargrax looks a bit surprised, actually.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Okay, so he smacks into it and he dents the top of the lid little bits. And now it's the mimic's turn. The mimic's going to growl and it's going to suddenly going to increase in size. Actually, I should have started off smaller than that, actually, but now it takes up 4 spots. So now looking at it, it does look a lot heavier.
Damn it.
And it is going to make a custom attack. It is going to make a wretch attack. Okie dokie, it's going to make it... Oh, actually, I forgot to move Finian. What am I doing? It's going to make it at Nargrax, given you opened up initially.
Yep, that's
Attacking
right.
it. You need to make a dex save and beat a 12.
Okay.
No.
No, that's not happening.
No.
Okie dokie. Let me just do a little something here.
I don't like this.
Kill Nargrax.
This is not the damage. Okay.
Okay, that's got me a bit worried.
Yeah, I probably should have nerfed this a little bit.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, my health on stream is.
Yeah,
Take
that's
21
why I
damage.
healed you. Wow. Oh, okay.
As it suddenly retches, it launches out a large cloud of knives straight at you.
Okay. Ow.
Oh, indeed.
And then it ends its turn. Okay, okay, now it's Flint's turn.
I'm sorry, did Nargrax just take 21 damage?
Yes, yes, I did. And it bloody hurts.
Ow. Ow.
I could have made this worse.
I
I
believe
bet
it.
you could have.
It was originally 2d10, but I thought that might be too much.
Wow. Yes. Wait, 2d10? I basically took more than that. Just now.
I meant 2d10 to roll how many knives got thrown at you.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be a lot worse. Damn.
Alrighty then, I'm going to move here. And seeing my comrade get hurt very badly, I would like to do the 1d8 where I don't have to expend a spell slot.
Okay.
I'm going to use that on a 2nd level spell, so that'd be 2d8, right?
Yes.
So I take damage.
Lucky you.
Yep. And I'd like to cast Burning Hands at 2nd level. It needs to make a 15 dex save.
Okay.
Not very dexterous. It's a
No, it doesn't. It's quite large as well. So I reckon it should hit multiple times.
How much did it have to beat? Was it 12?
15.
15, sorry.
Mm,
Okay.
yep.
That definitely failed. Okay then. Roll your damage and I'll downside it.
10.
Okay then. You reach into yourself and you call on the ability that you'd been given by the pact that you'd made. As you do so, you feel fire start to burn in your hand. You clutch your hand together, and the fire travels down your arm and into your chest. It hurts. But then you look back up at it and you raise your hand, and fire, well, fires out from it, casting burning hands. It burns the chest, and it does a little bit more than you actually thought it would do. After the initial fire hits and starts to simmer, there's a new burst of flames, a darker flame, that quickly goes out but seems to hurt it. Whenever you hit a target with a spell using this ability, you'll do 1 damage in necrotic fire damage.
Oof.
Just add that to your notes.
All right. Notes. After that, I'll end my turn.
Okay, now that is a Simeon.
How hurt is this thing looking?
It's looking a little bit hurt.
Is its mouth still open right now?
No, its mouth is shut after the wretch attack.
Okay. I want to take out the bag of caltrops and toss the bag at it, hoping
Okay.
that it opens its mouth to try and eat them. And as it does that, I want to try and shove it off of the building.
It's not near one of the edges.
Is it not? Fuck.
No. The edges would be more or less around about here-ish.
Damn it! I thought it was like propped up against.
Yeah,
the
I
wall.
imagined it was further away. That's why I didn't try that.
All right. Well, I still want to do that because I
Mhm.
want to distract it. And as it opens to like eat them, I just want to shove my fucking sword down its throat.
Brave. Brave.
Oh god.
I'll allow that as 2 attacks, but you're going to have to do, well, basically roll a dex off for the second attack.
Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
so make your initial throw attack with the bag. Just say, like, roll for throwing a knife or something like that.
That's a crit.
Okay, then.
Not that it
You
matters.
throw perfectly right at it. In that case, I'm going to give you advantage on the dex off then. So you try and follow it up with attack as it bites out to, well, grab the bag. It only gets a +1 on its dex.
Oh, you got to be at a crit, son.
Okay.
I mean, if you crit,
Roll your damage.
do you want me to? Is this my attack with my sword, or just auto get? Oh, was the dex for the attack?
The dex was for the attack specifically because you're trying to get it down into its throat. So give us a nat 20. I don't
Ooh.
allow it to be an auto hit regardless.
Ooh, now the vicious longsword. It says when I roll a 20 on my attack, I do an extra 7 damage. Are we counting that?
I'll let it.
Fucking hell.
Oof.
It's going to take 17 points of damage.
Okie dokie. Is that including the crit damage? No,
Shit,
it's not.
No, that's just based on.
Oh, damn.
Are we doubling that? So 24, 31. I don't know how we're doing crit damage right now.
Which one were we doing with that? I can't remember. Was it double the damage or double the roll, or were we doing a second dice?
I think we
can't
said
remember.
I think it was double dice when we were talking about
So roll an additional d8. Okie dokie, so that's
12,
much.
19,
12,
26.
14, 26 piercing damage. You plunge the sword straight into it and you go straight through its tongue.
Oof.
As you pull your sword back, its tongue stays lulled out and you can see blood dripping down. I really do not need to put that move to 1 every 3 turns. He's not going to get 3 turns at this rate.
Hurts, doesn't it, beastie?
What did he say, Frank?
You don't want to know.
I'm gonna like. I guess I can't back up, but I'm gonna ready that fucking shield for what comes next.
Oof.
And Nagrax, it's now your turn.
Where were the cow chops thrown again?
Into his
He
mouth.
was-
Into his
Yeah, it
mouth.
was just I wanted to get its mouth open.
I
thought
see.
it might like the
Okay,
taste of some
Just
plenty defos.
right. How far can I move back, Doom? I'm not moving yet. I'm just asking.
You mean move away from it?
Yes.
Well, moving anywhere out of its range would
Well, I
be...
was going to disengage first.
Oh, right. If you disengage, you can
Yeah, that's
basically
why.
use about the edges around about here would be the edges.
Right. I just need to check the range on something. Just give me 1 second.
Let's assume you can move about 30 foot in each direction.
Cool.
A bit longer in that one.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so I'm probably just going to move to about here, just so I'm a little bit out of the way.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to burn a 3rd level slot, and I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Fair enough.
So
You've
that,
been holding out on us.
well, I mean, I'm
what's the
trying to
word?
pace myself. I mean, to be fair, look at my health, Zach.
We're gonna
Mhm.
channel Nadpod. What do you say, Buck?
I
What's the
don't-
word?
Yes, what is the word?
I don't actually know this reference.
Are you saying healing word? What's the word?
Bagajlo!
Yeah, that sounds very Nadpod, to be honest.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I just made it up on the spot. We all,
Damn, 12 as well.
we all get 12 health.
Yay.
Pretty solid.
Hey, aren't you glad that I've waited till now?
Oh, I should mention the health on stream for me is wrong. I'm not on 19. I'm on 28.
You're
You leveled up last session, so that would have applied.
Yeah, I've been.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I've been taking into account the
Mm.
level before we apply level up.
My bad. So
You've doubted the bug.
I'll take it myself then.
I thought the same until I realised, oh yeah, we leveled up.
Okay, I'll take 9 health off myself.
Okay.
My
So
bad.
that
Your
was
turn.
my bonus action. So Nagrax ends his turn now.
Now Finion's turn. And he is going to go into a rage. We can't do that.
Well, I was just about to say what.
He's going to make his attacks.
Can you imagine if Finian could rage?
I mean, honestly, it looks like he has been.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I did one too many again. God, the last one. Okay, actually, all 3 of them hit.
Ooh.
Actually got surprisingly low AC.
I mean, it can
is a
also do a
massive mimic.
surprisingly high amount of damage. So I think that's fair.
I gotta say, if this was gonna all be 11s again. Okie. Okay, so Finian rails in with a trio of attacks, and he splinters the top half of it quite badly. It's starting to look pretty messed up.
Oof.
And now that is the Mimic's turn. The Mimic is going to try and retch, but then realize that it can't, and instead is going to make a bite attack against Finian, given he's given it so much damage. That's going to be +7, 1d8 +3. Does not hit him. Okay. So it
Awesome.
tries to bite Finian. He just dodges out the way just in time. Takes a step back, readies his fists, and now it's Flint's turn.
Would you say this mimic has metal on it? Since it is a chest, and chests usually got metal on them.
I suppose so, yes.
Would it be enough to trigger Shocking Grasp's extra abilities?
Yes, if it was going to be heat metal, I was going to say it would be able to change it, but Shocking Grasp, it wouldn't be able to react quick enough.
The mimic or what?
The Mimic wouldn't be able to react quick enough
To change
Shocking
his
Grasp.
form, yeah.
Alrighty then, I shall try and move in to get behind where it's looking. Move there next to Simeon, and then use Shocking Grasp on the Mimic.
Okey-dokey. And what does it need to do?
I have to make an attack roll.
Oh, go ahead then.
Yeah, baby.
Bit weird since
27.
it's an attack roll because it's a touch, but whatever.
Yep.
Oh fuck!
So's a punch.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Roll the damage.
Six. I don't know what that would be with if you want to apply the crit to it.
Roll the dice again.
So 2 more d6, so
2d8.
oh, d8, sorry. 10.
Okay, so that'll be 16 damage. Okie
And
dokie.
if it is still alive, it can't make any reaction until the end of its next turn.
You touch the chest on the side, and as you do, lightning leaps from your fingers. And it starts to buck wildly from your touch. It separates it from your hand, and as it stumbles to the side, the electricity continues to course through it, and you can see it start to smolder and burn. It opens its mouth to try and make a bite attack against you, but then falls instead to the ground in front of you. As it falls, things start to pour from its mouth. Bones, gold, silver, daggers.
Yay.
And then it twitches and doesn't move again.
Can I drive my sword into it? Make sure it's dead.
Go ahead. I would say you outright drive your sword straight into it, and it doesn't react.
In my experience, I've learned if a creature is big enough to shrug off a sword wound, you make sure it's dead when you put it down.
Doom. Now,
I would like to
sorry.
immediately take one of the daggers before Frank decides to eat them all.
So, a mimic, yes?
Yes, Simeon, as I suspected, like Frank.
It's nothing like me. There's no sophistication to the thing. It doesn't even speak.
They
It's not
need
been
it to be
awakened yet.
proper investigation.
Nagrax just rolls his eyes and he's going to cast a level 2 Cure Wounds on himself. 15.
Oh, look at that nat 1 on one of them. Wow.
Hey, I'm still going to take it.
So, did it fall like forward on the
It
loop?
fell kind of onto its side,
Okay,
so
I
it
was-
could
I was
spit
gonna-
everything up.
I was going to try and wrench it off anyway.
Can I investigate the daggers, see if any,
Before you
see
do,
if they're just daggers?
I will give you guidance on that.
Okay, so we look through the stuff for the daggers.
Yep.
Roll investigation.
And I get to put guidance to that as well, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Still bloody good roll.
26 altogether.
Okay, so there's quite a few daggers here mixed in. They seem to be from all kinds of different types of adventurers. A lot of them are just basic daggers, nothing amazing, but you do find 2 silver daggers and 1 golden dagger that seems to have a jewel in it. At the hilt.
Ooh.
Doom, do I see this golden dagger?
Yeah, you're giving him guidance, I'll say yeah.
Does it look anything like the ritual dagger?
No. This
Okay.
just looks like a richly decorated dagger.
Okay, I was just thinking that. I don't do anything.
Would they be useful in combat?
Silvered, so.
I was going to say, is that silver or silvered? Is it just decorative silver or is it?
It's silvered.
Okay. Awesome.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll take all the daggers.
Okay, so I'm going to just roll 2d20 for how many daggers there were.
2d20.
All of them?
Well, okay then. The ones I found.
I'm surprised
were-
that a few of them aren't still stuck in Nargrax.
Actually, roll investigation for yourself.
You know what? I actually am going to do
Wow.
that.
You got 6.
I'm going to roll
Okay, you get
investigation.
6 standard daggers then.
Okay. How many daggers are in Nargrax Doom?
You have one in your shoulder and one's wedged into your armor at the hip.
Maybe you should have taken those out before you healed yourself.
I look to Flint and I just go, I'm very tired, Flint. Is it actually causing any harm embedded into my shoulder for now, Doom? Because I wasn't really aware it was there till this moment.
I mean, it's in the Tyrian flesh, so if
Okay.
you roll on it in the night, it could be quite bad.
Can I roll a medicine check to remove it safely with guidance?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I assist
Oh.
with my survival?
I was going to say I'll help. I'll
Yeah,
just hold him still.
Yeah.
Should I just take the +4?
Given you had already rolled, just said +4.
15.
Yeah, you remove it and you close the wound fine.
I'm getting careless.
You have a few scars on you now. True soldier.
As everything wraps up here, Nargrax is going to say, I don't think it's an ideal defensive position, but we probably need to rest here. I don't think there's many more things we can encounter out there that we're going to be able to... our luck is going to hold out against.
It's high ground. That is better than nothing.
Nargrax also motions to the stairs and says, That's quite... We made quite a noise when we were going up here. If anything tries to ambush us, I would imagine that we would be able to hear them coming from quite a distance.
Can I walk to the edge of the railing and sort of peer into the darkness and listen? Did we awaken anything?
Roll perception.
I'll actually go with him because I've got dark vision.
Thinking about the big shadow myself.
That
You can
was behind
see
us.
the occasional shadow moving around in the distance. You can hear different calls every now and then, things you don't recognize. Some of them sound big, some of them sound small.
Actually, Doom, one thing I did forget to ask earlier. The man that we saw over by the Mimic, could I tell what race they were?
I'd say they're human.
They were human, right? Okay.
Can I see what he's got on him? Anything?
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Roll
What.
investigation.
It'd be like, has he got that? I don't know.
Well,
can
he's
identify
wearing
the
some
area.
clothes. He's got some leather armor on. He has a scroll
has a stick.
case.
A scroll case.
Yes.
I'll take this off. And can I look inside it? Is there a scroll in there?
Sure.
It's another mimic.
You open up the captain's scroll case and you see magical energy inside of it.
I'll screw it back on. Flint, you're up.
Yes.
I'll toss him the whatever that was.
Alrighty then.
You
I'll
catch it.
catch it and investigate.
Roll Arcana.
$25.
Seems to be an enchanted scroll case of some kind.
Oh.
Seeing this, Nargrax will come over and he's going to use his once per long rest to identify on it. Would you be
Yeah.
able to tell me any more? Since it will reveal its magic properties to me.
It's an enchanted wooden scroll case. You know that you can place your hand inside of it and you will pull out a random scroll case from a selected list.
Oh.
You have 6 charges per day, and at dawn you'll gain 1d4 charges. You can use this as a bonus action to pull out a scroll.
Okay, I'll relay this information to everyone.
What? Oh.
That's quite a tool.
If I pull out the scroll, would I have to use it there and then?
Try and find out.
If Flint's going to do that, I'm going to take a couple of steps away.
Best not try that now. We need.
Roll a d20. Too late.
He's already doing it.
Rolling.
As I say, taking a few steps back.
7.
Hey,
I'm gonna
You
like
cast-
get my shield up, like oh.
you cast light on yourself.
Light.
Yes, you are now glowing in light.
Oh, okay.
Put that light out. We do not know one else is watching.
It doesn't go out.
Flint, if it's like my light ability, you should be able to will it to go away.
Okay, then I shall attempt to do that.
You just look constipated when you try.
Oh,
It doesn't
Nope.
doesn't go out.
What is it that's got light cast on it?
me. Sparkly
Flint
glowy.
himself,
Oh,
whose skin is glowing.
Well, that's not healthy. I'm just like absorbing my arms.
I kind of just Nigrax puts his hand on his chin and just says, "It would seem that you don't have any direct control over it, but if it's like my ability, it should wear off in about an hour."
keep yourself under the cloak. I'm assuming
you
you're
say
black,
that?
some sort of-
The stick fades. Just now, just a stick.
Do we actually see
Yep.
that happen?
Yes.
Quite likely
Is this a
that.
custom? Is this a custom item, by the way, Doom?
Mm-hmm. It is indeed.
While all this is going on, I want to go back downstairs just to check the door. Not being snuck up on.
Okie dokie. Is nobody going for the gold?
I suppose Nigrax so, since he's still right there.
Priorities, dude.
How much gold is there then, Doom?
None. Thank
Well,
you.
I'll tell you in a minute. Simeon, you go down to the door. What do you do?
I just want to make sure that we're still cool down here. Nothing's beating the door down.
No, the door's still there, still in one piece. It's not exactly a sturdy door, but you can close it and it shuts and creak if you open it, and
Is
it's,
that
it's a door.
no lock? It's just a door.
No lock, no, just a door.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and while Simeon's gone down to do this, Nagrax, you go through the loot. You end up getting 10,000 silver pieces,
Oof.
1,700 gold pieces,
Let me write this down. Sorry.
500 copper.
So how much was that again?
10,000 silver pieces,
Okay.
1,700 gold pieces,
Okay.
and 500 copper.
Right.
Cool.
So Nigrax will just pull that to one side, and he'll just start dividing out shares.
Okay, dokie. And this is generally because I thought you guys probably actually could do with some gold for change.
Yes. Flint wants a staff.
Every time we go into a shop, it's like, yeah, we'll sell you this, 500 gold, and we're like, yeah, I'll be back later.
What were the specs for that squad bag again?
I've got a document for that one. It has 1d6 charges. I mean, it's 6 charges, sorry. Every charge is 1d4 at dawn each day.
Yep.
You can use as a bonus action to cast a random spell by rolling a d20.
Simeon, do you come back up to join us?
Yeah.
Right. As you go back up, Nigrax will draw attention to the gold, and he will give everyone their share. So for each character, I'm dividing it by 4, by the way, Doom. So 2,500 silver pieces, 425 gold, and 125 copper to everyone.
Sorry, what was the gold and silver?
Okay, so it was 2,500 silver.
Yep.
425 gold. and 125 copper.
Alrighty then.
And that's to everyone.
Oh, that was quite a haul there, Narcox.
I'll
Yes.
say.
If
I
we
don't
ever
know
get back
Need
to
so much money.
if we ever get back to somewhere resembling civilization, that might come useful.
Oh, certainly.
Is this actually currency we can use, by the way?
Yes.
I've got to be honest, I went past
Yeah.
put past you to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah. It
It's
does look. It does look like.
so
Monopoly
Monopoly.
money.
I was about to say that Monopoly money.
Yeah. It does look
$1.
like legal tender. Maybe we are not on a different one
Yeah,
after all.
gold doubloons.
Downstairs seems
Yes.
clear. We should rest. We cannot take another battle like this.
Agreed.
Nightcrax will say, I can see a little bit better in the dark, looking over to Flint, who is currently luminescent. So I'll probably take second watch, considering that Flint could probably see further than he could normally could with that light of his.
I was just going to cast bonfire, but I suppose I don't need to at the moment.
It would appear not. Although, is anybody here cold? Nightcrax looks
No, it's
around.
actually quite humid.
I
No
don't.
fire needed.
I don't really think a fire is needed, regardless, Flint. I'll take a second watch.
Wake me when dawn arises. I cannot see well.
And Vinny speaks up, I'll take the last watch. I only need 4 hours.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So, who was on the first watch, sorry?
Flint.
Me.
Okie dokie. After about an hour passes, your light fades.
Oh. Okay then.
And your watch is otherwise completely uninterrupted.
I shall go and get Nograx.
Okay.
Okay.
Nograx, my light faded. I just wave in front of him.
Yes, I thought as much. Is it time for my watch already?
Yes, and nothing really happened other than the spell wearing off.
Considering the day that we've had, I hope it stays that way. And Nightcrax moves to take his watch.
Okay, your watch is mostly peaceful.
I don't like that
Mostly.
mostly.
All the way up until
Mostly.
near the end of it. You hear a thumping below you guys.
Thumping as in movement on the stairs, or thumping as in like thumping at the door?
As in just generally around ground level, you can hear something large moving around.
Right. Doom, is the whole of this upper space open?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Nightcrax will just slowly move towards the edge to where he believes the sound is coming from, look over the edge and see if he can see what the source of the noise is.
Okay. I'll say you can outright see. You look down and you can see the T-Rex that you saw from earlier is moving around.
Now, is it...
Seems to be sniffing around the base.
Seems to be sniffing around the base. Okay. So, how long is it before the next watch?
I'd say there's probably about half an hour till the next watch.
Okay. Do I have any note? Did I hear this approach, considering the size of it?
Yes, you will have heard it approaching.
So, how long was it approaching us for? I just want to get an impression of how
you
long
heard the
it's been
roar
there.
is when you started to really pay attention. And
Okay,
you started to feel the ground shake slightly.
So it actually roared.
Yes.
So is everyone awake then?
I'd say no, everyone's still asleep. It wasn't a huge, loud roar. but it
Okay, I was
a
just
roar.
wondering if this sound like
It wasn't the iconic T-Rex
Yeah.
Jurassic Park roar, no.
It wasn't the ground shattering one. It was just kind of it was a roar, kind of to let things know it's there,
right,
but not enough to wake you, basically.
Okay.
So it was singing Katy Perry at us.
Sure, yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, Nightcrax seeing that is going to just immediately wake everyone else up. Just kind of shaking them awake, not to make too much noise.
Oh, I want.
Mon-
as Nagrax wakes Simeon, he says, "It would appear that our friend is back."
The mimic? No. What?
No, no, the giant lizard thing.
Has it noticed us? Are we in danger?
He's sniffing around the base, so not yet, but
I hope
that
we
may change.
can't bring down a stone tower. Best remain quiet.
Doom, I'd probably say initially, since it's just sniffing around the tower, not actually striking it, Nagrax will wait probably about 10 minutes to see whether it continues to do the same thing or whether it starts to move away.
Okay. As you wait and watch, you see it continue to circle the tower several times, still sniffing, in particular paying attention to the door. But it doesn't make any approach to really make its way inside somehow, if you know what I mean. It doesn't try to bang against the tower.
Right.
And it starts to turn back towards the jungle around you, and it disappears into the trees, but it doesn't really seem as though it goes that far away.
Okay. Nice.
Cool.
Right.
Thanks.
So, Nagrax, seeing this, will say to the rest. I'm guessing that is it me specifically who sees this, or does
Yeah,
everyone see
you
it?
specifically.
Right. Okay. Nagrax will turn around, address the party. It seems to have moved away for now, but I don't think it's going to wander that far. It must have got the scent of one of us or something
Maybe the
nearby.
blood upstairs.
Possibly, yes. Although it was sniffing more towards the bottom of the tower. In fact, was it sniffing towards the side where the blood was, Stu?
You wouldn't really be able to tell. It's more sniffing around the door because that's kind of the way.
No, I was just wondering sort of where the body was positioned, sort of like on what side of the tower, if it was kind of like close to the door side or whether it was further away.
It's more or less central, I'm going to say.
Central.
Just
Okay,
to be
so
safe.
there is. Right, okay, in that case, Nagrax will say, I don't particularly like this, but we need to continue resting. We need to be at our best if we're going to have to try and contend with that thing. So with that, is it towards the end of Nagrax's watch by now, Doom?
Yes, it is.
Right. Nagrax, in that case, will go to Finian and say, Finian, keep an eye over in that direction. If that monster comes back, don't get alarmed. Just come over and wake us quietly.
Sure, I will do.
And with that, Nagrax attempts to rest.
Okay then.
Try to sleep again. Knowing that thing's on the loose.
I'm at cold. I'm knackered. Used most of my spell slots.
You guys all now get a full rest.